Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. This is Ouroboros Tarot, and today we are going to be asking what it is that the person you're inquiring about loves about you. So we have three groups to choose from, or three snakes to choose from. We have group 1, group 2, group 3. Go ahead and pause this video, take as much time as you need to find the group that sits right with you as well as with your person's energy, and I will see you in a minute. Hello group 1, if you chose this yellow and blue striped snake, then this is going to be your reading on how the person you, on what the person, oh my gosh, on what the person you are inquiring about loves about you. Okay, there we go. So the oracle cards that have been pulled for you are Growth, the Stone, Trickster, Trust, Space, and Intuition. Okay, so pile 1, let's just get right on into it. They see you as somebody that is a very concrete figure in their life. You are somebody who perhaps there isn't entirely a commitment in this connection. However, they feel as though you do hold some sort of commitment to them when it comes to remaining present, when they're around, being loyal in one way or another, and you provide them stability. And you also, what I'm sensing is that what they really love about you and what they really appreciate about you the most is that even though you are this very strong, stable, steady, loyal figure, rock in their life, at the same time, you're not boring. You're not stagnant in any way. You're not refusing to change. You're not predictable. Just because you're steady doesn't mean you're not spontaneous, and they love this about you. So I'm seeing this steadiness and this confidence in you and this trust that they have placed in you in both the Stone and in Trust. However, we also have Trickster and Space, and I'm getting the feeling that they can't quite put their finger on you entirely. They know that they trust you. They know that you, or they believe that you would do no harm to them, that you really are looking out for the best for them and for you. However, at the same time, you're not like over grabbing or like overreaching, clinging to them for dear life. You're not smothering them, and they love this. They love the fact that like you are such a strong presence in their life, and you seem as though you have a steadiness and sureness to you as a person, while at the same time you're unpredictable in the most wonderful ways. You're unpredictable in the sense that even in this steadiness, you still see that there is a lot of room for growth in your own journey, and you're not afraid to dive in and really explore the depths of that. And with Intuition here, I'm also sensing that you're not afraid to dive in and explore the depths of the connection you have with this person in particular. And they find it very special. I'm kind of getting the sense that with a lot of the people, with the person, for a lot of you, this person that you're inquiring about may date a lot, or may have had a lot of encounters with other people in the past. However, at the same time, those people that they have formed connections with or had formed connections with in the past really were much more predictable. They were much more dependent on them, they really felt smothered by this, and with you they feel free. There's a sense of freedom. There's a sense of freedom that even if they go out and, you know, do something really fun that they want to do in their own life, and you don't come, that's okay. And they feel as though it's vice versa as well. Like there's a healthy attachment here is what they're sensing. And you might honestly be like, well, what the heck, I wish we spent more time together or something like that. Or I feel like I've been really needy. But they really don't see this. They see you as somebody who is very surprising, who never ceases to surprise them, and never ceases to think outside of the box, and really helps them grow as well. They think you're very fun, but also very wise. Okay, let's go ahead and get into the tarot. What else can we find out about what they love about them? What do they love about pile 1? Okay, we have the 5 of Wands. What do they love about pile 1? We have the 10 of Swords. The 5 of Cups. Very interesting. Wow, lots of 5s. 3 5s so far. The 5 of Wands, 5 of Cups, and 5 of Swords. Okay, we also have the 4 of Swords. We have the Tower. It flashed at me a second ago and it just came out. Let me make sure I can get all of this. Okay, let's keep going. What do they love about them? We have the Star. And the Devil. And on the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Cups. Very interesting. Very interesting energy. Okay. Pile 1, what do they love about you? There's definitely, you're definitely a character. Very passionate, I would almost say that there's just like this wild side to you, that they find quite lovely. So with the 5 of Wands and the 4 of Swords, I think that one thing that they really love about you is your competitiveness. You have like a very intense type of energy to you, and you really want to take things, you really want to be present in those things. A lot of the times with this 4 of Swords, it can represent rest, but it's also about reflection. And I'm really sensing here with this 5 of Wands and the 4 of Swords, like you are somebody who is very mindful of how they present themselves, for one, but also of remaining present constantly, of showing up to the best of your ability in any endeavor that you find yourself in. And you are competitive, but like it's not in the sense of like you're confrontational or difficult to be around. This energy of the 5 of Wands is much more of like a like sparring. Like it's just kind of playful competition. And with the 4 of Swords right under it, I really do feel like it lessens the intensity of this, but it's still there, and they find it they love this about you. They love this like fiery, it's like a fiery mental energy. Very interesting. And then we have the 10 of Swords and the Tower, and I feel like you are somebody who paves the way. You are maybe a trend setter. But you're definitely somebody who does not hold back and who is not afraid of endings, who is not afraid of change. You may have a little bit of chaotic energy to you, but this is in a positive light because we're asking what it is that they love about you. And I'm really sensing there's an intensity here. I also sense with the Five of Cups and the Star as though they see you as somebody who is much more fragile than they let on. You might show up for others as this stone. You might show up for others in a constant, stable way, but you have a harder time showing up for yourself in the same energy. And while you are there and strong for others, it does not necessarily mean that you actually feel that way on the inside when you're alone. And I think with the Five of Cups and the Star, your person sees that there is something that you are longing for, but there's just like a delicateness to you. There's something here that they see in you that that makes them want to just be gentle with you and be kind to you and sweet to you. Just because you're intense, or just because you are there for others, doesn't mean that you don't need people to be there for you too. And there's a lot of there's intensity here, but it is a little chaotic. I feel like you really do you really do surprise them when they think that they figured you out. You throw them for a loop. And with the Five of Swords here and the Devil, I'm sensing more of this trickster energy that they love about you. I feel as though they trust you, and there's like, and I sense that, and for trust to show up here, this is something that they're immensely grateful for. They love the fact that they can trust you. They love that you can show up for others this way. But at the same time, there's like a little bit of like, how do I want to say this? Hold on. I feel like you're really not afraid to be yourself. You're really not afraid to face your darker sides, your lighter sides, all of it. You are ready and willing to face it at any point in time. Also, you are somebody who is very much down to have a good time. And I'm sorry, I'm processing. I get this feeling that like you do what you want, or like the phrase treat yourself. And I think that you bring about like an immense amount of fun that they haven't really experienced in terms of like spontaneity. I think they look at you and they see somebody who is incredibly complex. You're like an enigma. There's a lot to you, and everything that they've seen so far just makes them love you more. And you know what I think is like really interesting is that out of all of these tarot cards, there's not as well, I guess there's this 5 of Cups, but really I just sense like really fast, chaotic energy. But then for the bottom of the deck, on what it is that they love about you, we have the Ace of Cups. And it's like, even in this like mental energy, even in this physical type of energy of like doing what you want and having fun, and also like not being afraid to look at your different aspects, not being afraid to admit faults, things like that. At the end of the day, you're even in all of this introspection, the biggest thing that they love about you is your heart. They see a flood of emotions in you, and they think it's beautiful. They really do. You might feel like you're a mess. You might feel like you're the chaos. But what they see is somebody who is very gentle, very loving, very stable, very willing to grow, who's down for a good time, but is also very much open to love, very much open to giving their heart away, very kind to others. You're like a fun-loving angel. But pile 1, this is what I'm seeing for you. If this resonated, I would love to hear about it in the comment section down below. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel so that I will have the opportunity to read for you again in another video soon. Bye. Hello group 2. If you chose this pink and red snake, then this is going to be your reading on what it is that your person loves about you. So for your oracle cards, you got frustration, child, magical, the hunter, past life, and movement. What I'm really picking up on most prominently here is this hunter energy. What I'm sensing is that your person sees you as somebody who is very action-oriented, very goal-oriented, and really goes after what it is that they want. Your person might even feel as though they've been pursued by you, or they feel that you desire them in some sort of way, and this really makes them feel very good about themselves. And they feel very honored to be desired in this way by you. I'm also seeing that it goes beyond just going after what you want in terms of this connection. You are somebody who is goal-oriented. I'm sensing a little bit of masculine energy here, in the sense that you charge forward, and you also give. You give more than you receive, and you do it as if it's just second nature to you. There's even this, I'm even picking up on this energy right now of like a community type of mindset in which you are willing to share your gifts just as a hunter would in any community. The hunter will share their catch so that everyone can survive. And I'm really sensing this here. They see you as somebody who really looks out for the ones that you love. You have their best interest at heart, and you're not selfish. You take a lot of, you put in a lot of energy into your connections, and you're not selfish by any means. I'm also sensing here with frustration that you are also a problem solver, and this is in terms of this connection, but also just in life in general. When you see a problem or you see an obstacle, you are somebody who takes on that obstacle head on. You're very action oriented and very driven, and I would say that this person not only loves this about you, but also really admires this about you, is really in awe of the way you approach and navigate through the world. With child magical here, one thing that I'm seeing is that you are a source of inspiration to this person. I'm sensing that when they are in your presence, they feel as though they are being gifted the opportunity to look at the world through your eyes. And what they see through your eyes is something much more positive and much more magical than they could ever see through the lens of just looking at it through their own experience. And they love this about you. They love the inspiration that you bring and the perspective that you bring whenever you two are together. And with past life here, I'm also sensing that this person, one thing that they love about you is that they feel a level of comfort that I don't think they've ever felt with anyone else before. And I'm sensing that for a lot of them, when they met you, they immediately felt this level of comfort. And you may have felt it as well. There could be a past life connection here with this person. However, the biggest thing that I'm getting from this is that they feel as though they've known you for many lifetimes. They feel as though they've known you since they were a little child. They feel so very comfortable with you, and they feel as though they can be exactly who they are. With this child magical, that's another thing that I'm picking up on, is just they feel as though they can be authentically themselves in your presence. And who wouldn't love that? Okay, let's go ahead and get into tarot. What do they love about group 2? Okay, we have the 10 of Wands, the Knight of Swords, the 8 of Cups, the 6 of Wands, the King of Pentacles, the 5 of Pentacles, the 3 of Cups, the Lovers, and on the back of the deck we have the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, group 2. What else is it that they love about you? The first thing that I feel very drawn to, oh my gosh, I need to figure that out. It almost knocked over. Anyway, the first thing that I feel very drawn to is this Knight of Swords and the 5 of Pentacles. And what I'm sensing here is that you are somebody who would quite literally give the shirt off their back to another person. You are somebody who really does not question the motives of others in terms of how you can help them. So like if you were to see, for example, someone panhandling or begging on a corner, you would want to give them money, and you wouldn't question even for a second whether or not they genuinely needed that money. And even afterwards, you don't feel any regret in this. You are a very giving person, and you would open up your doors to anybody that you cared about who was in need. And this person finds that to be very beautiful energy. With this 10 of Wands and the King of Pentacles, another thing that I'm getting is that you are, like I was saying, goal-oriented. I feel as though you are somebody who is very resilient, somebody who may overwork themselves, but does it with a goal in mind. You are somebody who accomplishes things, who follows things through until the end, who doesn't become shy or back out when something gets a little bit uncomfortable or rough. You are somebody that follows through on your word, and you're very dependable. In terms of a partnership, I can see why they would want to be in a partnership with you, because you are very genuine. There's a genuineness to you. And then we have the 8 of Cups and the 3 of Cups. Honestly, for a lot of you, I feel as though partying or like more lower vibrational types of interactions are not really your thing, or perhaps they were in the past and they no longer are. And this person really admires this about you. They admire your ability to walk away, to not fall victim to peer pressure, to not fall victim to their own vices or temptations. They see you as somebody who is very strong-willed and who stays true to themselves through and through. And then the Six of Wands and the Lovers. And the Six of Wands energy is really giving me this idea that you are somebody who is very committed to this connection with the Lovers here. I'm sensing a lot of trust on this person's end in you, and they love that they are able to trust you in such a vulnerable way. And they really do feel as though you guys are both on the same page in terms of what it is that you want and how you can get there. And for the Knight of Pentacles to be the bottom of the deck energy, again, I'm sensing just this stable, loving presence to you, in which you're their, they feel like they can depend on you. And they see you as somebody who is just so genuinely kind. What's not to love, Pile 2? What's not to love? But Pile 2, this is what I'm seeing for you. If this reading resonated, I would love to hear more about it in the comment section down below. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel so that I'll have the chance to read for you again in another video soon. Bye! Hello Group 3, if you chose this yellow and teal snake, then this is going to be your reading on how or what they love about you. So I've already pulled your oracle cards, and you have received mystery, relief, the creator, monk nun, and anger. I really feel as though for a lot of you, you are a teacher for this person of some kind. And one thing that they are immensely grateful for, as well as one thing that they truly love about you, is your ability to see them in a different light than they see themselves. And in doing this, in being able to see them in a more positive light than they even see themselves, they have really learned, almost with this anger here, like one thing I'm getting is that like you've taught them in some way, shape, or form how to be more mindful, or how to be more intentional in how they acknowledge or act on their feelings. There's like anger management here with this anger card. And with mystery here, I feel as though you have really helped them discover a different side of themselves, and it's one that they like a little bit more than what they thought they would. With the monk / nun here, the light attribute is selfless devotion and single-minded dedication to spirit. I feel as though you have a very, very, very strong and secure connection to source, in whatever way that means to you. And this person not only admires this, but loves this about you. And I think also with this mystery card here, there's also just this sense of not quite understanding it, but knowing that this relationship that you have is something very special, and it's a source of inspiration for them. I'm also sensing here with the creator that you are somebody who inspires this person in a variety of different ways. I would say that this is really powerful muse energy. And in inspiring them, they find relief in your presence. They find relief in talking to you. There's healing that's being done within this person. And a lot of it has to do with your insight, which is very, very beautiful. But let's go ahead and get on into the tarot to see what other messages we get. Oh my God, that was terrible. Let's see. My goodness. I'm gonna shuffle it again because that was weak. Okay. What do they love about group 3? What do they love? We have the Ace of Wands, more of this inspiring energy that I'm talking about. What do they love about pile 3? Okay, we have the 8 of Wands. This all wands so far. This is all very passionate. What do they love? Okay, but what do they love about pile 3? Okay. We have Temperance. Okay, wow. So I'm going to take this one. Oh my God. Okay, well, we're going to take a lot then. So we have the Magician that came out. We also have the Ace of Swords. And we have the Lovers reversed. Okay. Let's keep going. And we have the Tower. And on the back of the deck, we have the 9 of Pentacles. Okay, where to begin? This is just further confirmation of everything that I discussed a minute ago. So I guess the first thing that I want to talk about is this Temperance card being clarified by the Tower. This Tower energy can be a very angry energy, kind of like what we have here in this card, anger. And I get the feeling that like you are somebody who really helps temper down these feelings. There's a sense of calmness to you that this person really feels drawn to. There's a sense of calmness and a sense of emotional security and safety in your presence. Like you're a safe person, and this is very soothing to them, and also very insightful. Being around you, just observing you, by observing you, this person is learning a lot more and is being inspired much more than I think that you're aware of. And I see a lot of inspiration here. All 4 of these cards right here are cards of inspiration. And so is the Page of Wands, to be honest. So the Ace of Wands, this is all about determination, wish fulfillment, coming up with intentions of what it is that you desire, and then trusting that you are going to receive those gifts. And it's also an ace, so it's a beginning, an opportunity for a fresh start. And I feel as though this person, one thing that they love about you, honestly, the biggest thing that I'm getting from all of this in terms of what they love about you is they love how they feel about themselves when they're around you. You see something in them that really inspires them to see the same divine energy that you see in them. And you inspire them to be this magician. You inspire them to take action, and the the 8 of Wands is all about action, and so is this Ace of Swords. This is a very action-driven card. But you inspire them to take control of their life, to become the leader of their life, the master of their universe. And when they're with you, they feel as though they can do anything. They feel as though whatever has gone on in their past can stay in the past. There's an opportunity for a fresh start. They just feel so empowered in your presence. And with the Page of Wands and then the Lovers reversed, I'm sensing that also they don't feel like an immense amount of pressure to be anything other than what they are. Like I feel as though there's obviously they love you. This is what they love about you. But with this Lovers reversed, I almost get the feeling as though they feel free. Like they feel as though they have complete autonomy still over themselves, over the choices that they make, over their views and perspectives that they find very fascinating. I don't know if this person has been in many connections in which they maintained autonomy or a sense of self when they were in that connection. And with you, they feel as though, with this Lovers card reversed, they feel as though there's not this like intertwining or enmeshment that's happening. They're able to continue to look at life and really question themselves and what they want while they're in this connection. They feel free to do that. They feel genuine love by you to be themselves. And for the Nine of Pentacles to be the bottom of the deck energy, again, I'm sensing this like independent type of energy. Like they feel as though you have such a strong enough relationship with yourself and with Source that you're stable. And I feel like this stability has taken off this pressure that they've put on themselves in the past to be whatever it is that the other person in whatever connection they've had in the past needed them to be. And with you, they feel an immense amount of gratitude because they see you as somebody who's so stable, and somebody who is okay with them putting themselves first, which is what they need to do. If with anger here, like I'm sensing just like a need to really explore themselves more, and they feel as though you have given them the freedom to do that while still connecting with them deeply. This is very beautiful, group 3, but this is what I'm seeing for you. If it resonated today, I would love to hear more about it in the comment section down below. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel so that I will have the chance to read for you again in another video soon. If you would like to book a private reading with me, please feel free to email me at the email address that I put in the description box, and hopefully I will have the chance to read for you again soon. Bye!